Gentlemen, welcome to Akilon Wastes. I have the overlay set up. I fixed it in the last game. Spawning in the bottom right position as the blue Terran player, currently up 1-0 in this best of 3. This is the winner's match, by the way, for the Russian Starleague 5 Group E. I'm even going to get the wiki and everything opened up for y'all, so we can take a nice look at the format. And this guy is StarTails Bomber. And his opponent currently down 0-1, of course. Spawning as the yellow Zerg player from Root Gaming, it is CatZ. CatZ, the creative connoisseur of cheddar. You know, it has a C in it. It's almost like alliteration, but it sounds different. Obviously, cheddar sounds different than connoisseur, but I tried. So basically, the group stage that we are currently in, it's best of 3. All matches best of 3. First and second place of each group advance to the playoffs. So right now, what Bomber and CatZ are playing for is the first space in the Russian Starleague playoffs out of this group. Keep in mind, the loser will go to the final match, where they will play the winner of the loser's match. The loser's match after this, of course, is going to be Vortex versus Titan. So whoever wins that will play the loser of this game to decide who gets the final spot out of the group. As far as players that have already advanced, the previous groups that we have had played, and I apologize, haven't actually been able to cast everything because I was in Sweden for DreamHack summer. The current standings now, as far as players that have advanced, we have Shraylock, Supernova, Rhett, Jim, Life, Hero, Scarlet, and Symbol. Quite an amazing lineup of players we have competing here. CatZ actually going to kind of mess up this wall placement of Bomber. And Bomber, I don't know if that wall is actually tight, but CatZ, he's doing his thing. Are we going to see him proxy hatch again? I'm very curious. This is, you know, going for this 2 games in a row. There is one advantage that CatZ has over Bomber right now. First of all, Bomber, he'd be thinking, no way in hell CatZ is going to do that shit again. But, oh, is he going to see it? No. Oh, no, that's... See, that's, the thing is, Bomber's SCV actually spotted the hatchery the first time around. He canceled the gas and built a second barracks. Bomber, not being able to see that from the high ground this time, he's mining the gas. This is the worst situation in terms of holding this off. And the thing is, CatZ's still 15 hatches behind this. So when Bomber comes in and scouts this, he's like, okay, there's nothing unusual. Wait. The spawning pool is quite late. That is the only indication that Bomber has. And the other problem is Bomber didn't check the third base, so this could actually still be a regular 3 hatch before pool as far as the Terran player's perspective goes. So he's going to come in. The first place that SCV should head to is that third base, and we see that it is queued up to run straight over there. But now Bomber, does he know yet? No, he still doesn't know. Oh, no, this is going to be... Bomber's Jimmies might end up getting pretty rustled here if CatZ manages to block this base. So now he comes in, he's like, okay, I'm going to block this with an engineering bay. And this is the worst thing that Bomber could possibly do right now, is invest resources outside of a bunker. And now Bomber sees it. He knows 2 Marines going to start trying to gun down this hatchery, but there's no bunker in play. The SCV will come down and try to build it, but there's 10 lings coming in as well. This is going to be very difficult for Bomber to hold. CatZ, this might be what he needs. 2 drones as well coming in to build the spine crawlers of death, to try to poke their way up that ramp. And Bomber, well, I mean, as far as his response to this, he is going to get another gas. He didn't build a reactor, so he wants to just get more raw marine production, which is fine. But here come those Zerglings. If he gets on top of these Marines, this could be disastrous. The Queen is out as well. CatZ, he wants this Queen to place a creep tumor. That is ideal scenario here, but the Zerglings are going to get in. He's going to be able to stop this bunker. No! The Marines will get inside of the bunker, but there's so many Zerglings here. I don't think he's going to be able to keep this alive like he did in the last game. Bomber's Marines get surrounded, and CatZ has the creep tumor planted in the natural. The spine crawlers are coming in. All he needs to do is bring an Overlord over for vision, and then he can start to poke away with the Queens. He can poke away with the spine crawlers, and there's the Overlord coming in. CatZ, he is bringing that sweet, delicious cheddar. Oh my goodness, it's so moldy. It could almost be blue cheese at this point. You do have a tech lab coming in on the starport and the factory, so I feel like what Bomber could try to do, float this command center over towards this third base, try to mule it. Of course, Zerglings can harass that pretty easily. There's an Overlord here for CatZ that sees damn near everything. But the wall, it's being poked away at. He's actually going to pick off the SCV, building that high ground bunker. He can hit the bunker from the low ground. And Bomber, I mean, he's got resources invested in not so useful places. I do love this Banshee play, though. This is something that could catch CatZ off guard. He only has a single queen here. One Banshee does beat a queen in a straight-up fight. And if CatZ doesn't spot this, this could be disastrous. He doesn't know about the starport. The tank will be able to help in sort of pushing all of this away, but this is still going to be very rough. The tank will siege. I don't think he can actually hit anything here, though. It's a Zergling. Yeah, these spine crawlers are right outside of his range. So Bomber's in a very awkward position. But CatZ, it's not like he's made big use of this yet. He's up a good couple of drones. The problem is if Bomber explodes out, how much damage can he do in a counterattack? What CatZ wants to do now, he's spreading the creep from Bomber's base. He's going to be able to force out a lot of scans to stop all of this creep that's basically ruined his base. But now the Banshee is here. It can beat this queen straight up. I don't think CatZ is going to be able to chill here for too much longer. There the queen will fall. The Banshee will slowly but surely pick up the spine crawlers. CatZ. And the other thing is he can actually force CatZ to build spores in his bases, and he will. So Bomber, I mean, his natural is going to be incredibly late. He can still move out in this third area with since he does have the Banshee to cover, but the spine will fall. The Zerglings might try to pick off an SCV or two, but the siege tank's going to say no to that. And he's getting Caduceus Reactor. Oh, he wants the Overlord to think he's getting cloaked. Okay, very smart play. I was like, wait, CatZ's Overlord was even in position to see that. Yeah, but he does know. And these Hellions, right now, Zergling speed is just started for CatZ. This is a very wide ramp. There's no creep spread at all. So these Hellions could actually end up doing a ton of damage to CatZ. Actually, yeah, I'm actually really, really scared about how much damage these Hellions could potentially do. Bomber is going for this counterattack right now. No, actually, no, he's just going to come back. Maybe he's going to try to get the creep tumors. The really important thing here, though, Bomber only on 2 command centers. He's going to have to burn his scans, killing these creep tumors, and he's actually going to get all the creep tumors that are blocking his main. The other problem, though, he's going to have to wait a solid minute or so of in-game time at least to take out for this creep to recede. And, oh, he's taking out those ones. There's still active creep tumors, though, very close to his base. CatZ is forcing him to just burn a lot of scans. That means no mules. CatZ, he has the third base up. He will need to get a spore crawler here, potentially take out these rocks. He is going to go for a macro hatch as well to help block this. Once speed is done, CatZ is going to be fine. But the problem is this Banshee, these Marines, and these 3 Hellions could put him in a world of hurt. Double with a spine and a spore coming in. There are a decent number of Zerglings, but he needs that upgrade. Spire has started. Will CatZ get the engagement he needs? The Queens are here. That Banshee needs to focus it down. The Hellions adding in a lot of DPS at the same time. And there, that speed is done. He's going to try to get on top of these. The Marines are here as well, stutter stepping into the Hellions, but CatZ is going to get the surround on these units, picking off the Hellions and the Marines. It's just the lone Banshee, and that has not done enough. He still has his engineering bay here for like 5 years. Another scan goes down. Keep in mind, it takes a Banshee 3 hits to kill creep tumors, so actually picking all of them off is going to be quite difficult. There's still going to be at least one. Oh, CatZ. And he still actually hasn't landed the space. Keep in mind there's creep tumors here. CatZ is literally the most annoying player to play against on ladder. I've had the personal pleasure of that. This is one of those Zerg players that really makes you want to bash your face. Startail Bomber, he's been on one base forever. There's no minerals left in his main. He's had to mule the crap out of it. He's invested a lot of resources, and now that engineering bay doesn't do anything because there's Zerglings. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah. And the Spire's going to complete. This is a very nice position for CatZ. He's got a lot of economy, access to a lot of resources, and with this many macro hatcheries, he's looking great. He's got the spore crawlers, 14 mutas on the way. What does Bomber have? As far as Marines go, not really much. And an Overlord pooping creep. Add insult to injury. Bomber floats over. He's like, oh, I want to expand. Nope. This has actually been a really sick game so far. CatZ, he's like, Korean Terran player? Well, he says, oh no, the Banshees highway to the Muta zone. Oh man, living dangerously. CatZ, he does recognize this though. He will pick off those Banshees, but now, well, here comes CatZ. Can Bomber hold this off? Currently, he has 11 Marines to 14 Mutas. By the way, guys, the Mutas do actually win that fight. There's only a single, I guess he just does not have the second medevac, but is this going to be enough? The Marine stim, will he be able to take this? CatZ does not want to engage just yet. We did have another 4 Marines come out, so it's at 15. A nice number. But the important thing, CatZ can prevent this base from landing. If he kills this command center off, that could be... Oh my goodness, this is insane. Keep in mind, there's also no combat shield yet. for Bomber. So actually taking a straight up fight will be hard. The Marines, they're on the low ground. The Zerglings are going to come in with these Mutalisks, and this is exactly what CatZ needs to be able to take this out. The Siege Tank actually giving friendly fire splash damage. CatZ's Mutalisks are doing a lot of damage, but with those Medivacs, there are too many of them for these Mutas to be able to stop. And this Command Center is burning, though. Very important to note. CatZ is going to swing in. Oh, this Command Center is getting quite low. CatZ does want to try to finish off. He's going to try to at least pick off these Mules. The Marines shove him away for now. But CatZ, 7 more Mutas on the way. All CatZ needs to do, snowball his Mutalisk count. He has the economic lead. He's on 3 bases mining. He has the gas coming in from 2 bases. And he does have Baneling speed on the way. So our Root Gaming Zerg, of course, he is so up ahead in supply. This is insane. That Command Center still, you know, Shorty burning on the dance floor right here. Burning down. And CatZ, he has the creep in his opponent's base. This helps the Zerglings so much. And now the Lings are going to try to get us around. They're at a very nice choke point. Will it be enough, though? There's no Banelings to help finish these off. The Marines are targeting down the Mutalisk. He's going to get on top, picking off the Medivac at the very least. And now the Lings will get the Marines. A lot of the Mutas have died. But there's not too much left here to defend. The Zerglings get in. He's going to target down this Command Center. And CatZ will be able to pick... No, he's going to defend it just barely. The Zerglings, though, causing a lot of counter damage. 57 supply for Bomber. Oh my goodness. This game, ladies and gentlemen, this is messed up. Someone, oh my god. Is, you know, the only thing that's really hurting CatZ right now, his Mutas. He's been losing all of them in all of these fights. And as long as he, I mean, if he hadn't lost any of the Mutalisks so far this game, he could be at like 24, 25. He could just come in and pick this off, but he needs to be a bit more conservative. I'd like to see him get these gas geysers. He did build the extractors, but he's not mining them just yet. He has a big economic lead because he's on that 2 base. But Bomber, no more minerals really left at the main base. He will never get this 3rd up with the way that CatZ is playing this game, which is you know, ideally what the Zerg wants in this scenario. And he also has this like awkward vision. This Command Center is still burning down. Bomber has not actually ever fully repaired this. Double drop does get picked off in the center of the map, but Bomber's so smart, focusing down those Mutalisks. Every time CatZ gets into a fight, he loses the majority of his Mutas, and that is really helping out our Startail Terran. Now he's got Widow Mines. CatZ, if he walks into this too brave, he could take a lot. But Bomber, so important to note, guys, he has not forgotten about his upgrades. He's currently at +2 attack, +1 armor. +2 armor is about to finish very soon. CatZ's upgrades, he doesn't actually have any. He's only got Carapace coming in. These Zerglings, man, these Zerglings are like toddlers kicking at the ankles of their kindergarten teachers. They don't do any damage at all. And when this +2 armor finishes with the Medivacs, these Zerglings will literally not be able to kill the Marines. He needs Banelings. He needs a lot of Banelings to be able to actually fight through this. The Mutas will be okay, but the problem is they're not supposed to fight head-to-head against Marines. Every time that CatZ has actually gone into a fight here with the where Marines were involved, he's lost all of his Mutalisks. So this is awkward. And as these mines advance forward, he has the tank. He can actually target fire. He can use the siege tank, manually attack the Banelings, and then use the siege tank splash to actually kill all the Banelings off. So CatZ might actually be able to, well, I mean, Bomber might actually be able to take this back, but now the Zerglings are coming in. These Marines barely getting tickled. The Widow Mine actually doing more damage than the Zerglings, but a nice Baneling detonation does come in. CatZ is going to go for it. He's running in. He might be able to win this fight just with sheer numbers from that economic advantage that he had. The siege tank falls. CatZ pressing into the natural. The Widow Mine getting a shot off. This bunker with 2 Marines, though, doing a lot to defend. And Bomber, he does take significant army supply losses, but CatZ, he is still alive. Now, there are 2 Widow Mines here. The real question, the real important thing, CatZ needs to get an Overseer over here to help get rid of these mines, because these are going to become so cost-effective as time goes by. 3rd Command Center is landed. I don't think Bomber can afford to keep this here. Oh, here come the 2 Marines versus those 0-1 Lings. Will it be enough? +1 melee is now being researched, but as long as he's in this choke point, the Widow Mine... Ooh, where's that gonna go? Oh, actually getting a big hit on these SCVs. Bomber is being a little too brave. Great Widow Mine shot, though, taking out those Zerglings. And Bomber, I mean, he's still losing a lot of supplies. Upgrades are so good, but I just don't know if he can actually afford now to build enough units to stop this. This 3rd Command Center is going to die. I do not think he will be able to save this. If he pulls SCVs, barely, but it is going to, at the very least, burn down to almost nothing in the last few moments. Oh, it's so low. It does fall. CatZ taking off 3rd. He's at triple the supply of Bomber. He's 1-1 versus soon to be 3-3. And this just shows you the power of Marines with upgrades and Widow Mines. Bomber has been hanging on for dear life. He has to float his main command center out, though. It's mined out. This style from CatZ, So weird, but yet so strong in the right situation. Quite a scrappy game here. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell am I watching? What the hell am I casting? More Banelings coming in for CatZ. 8 more. +3 armor is about to finish. Bomber will be 3-3 versus CatZ's 1-1. I just want to say that one more time. Bomber will be 3-3 versus CatZ's 1-1. But this is where the Banelings win the game. They're not really relying on the upgrades as much. 2 Banelings kill a Marine, I think, despite any upgrades, actually. So here CatZ comes. He needs to be so careful. There are so many Widow Mines here. This is like the field of dreams. The Mutas try to poke away at this command center, not able to kill it off just yet, but now the Zerglings and Banelings are coming in. A great Widow Mine hit, but the Banelings, all getting eradicated. This is exactly what Bomber needs to try to trade evenly here, but the Mutas are coming in at the same time. The Widow Mines have all been procced. The Banelings, though, not getting the connections they need. These Mutas cannot fight. These are 3-3 goddamn Space Marines. But the observers, the overseers, do pick off the majority of the mines. This is what CatZ needed to do. He can just make a ton more lings. He can just make more Banelings. He's now on 4 bases. CatZ is looking fantastic. But he still needs to get a 5th base, I think, because these Marines, this is the most cost-effective force ever. He is going to take out these Banelings in the center of the field. Bomber's going to try to get aggressive. CatZ, if he doesn't get the rest of his upgrades together, Bomber could potentially come back. But the Mutas are coming in, trying to pick this off. The only reason I say come back is simply because Marines are that damn good. Scan's going down. He's trying to press forward. If the Mutas kill this command center off, though, I don't think Bomber can win the game. But he's retreating towards the bunker. He hasn't actually killed it yet. Oh, Bomber's still repairing. Get those Marines over. Bomber, get the Marines over. Protect it. GG, though. CatZ will win this game, tying this series up. I don't ever want to watch I don't ever want to see another game like that as long as I live. Oh my goodness. Actually, that's just kidding. That was actually fantastic. That was... Oh my goodness. That game. What the hell was that? Well, yeah. Bomber and CatZ. Currently 1-1. The deciding map, of course, is going to be Neoplanet S. Another Terran versus Zerg coming up in just a short moment, ladies and gentlemen.